Jamunatiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamunatiravanachari Jai Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Jaya Radha Madhav Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Gaur Premanande Jai Om Vishnupada Brahmā Parivraj Kachar Jashtotar Shata ISKCON BBT founder Acharya's divine guest A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai Shri Shri Navadip Mayapur Dham ki jai Shri Shri Radha Madhava Shakhi Vrinda Shriman Mahaprabhu ki jai Shri Shri Panchatattva Gauranitai ki jai Shri Shri Prahlad Nrsimhadev ki jai Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai Gaur Premanandi Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Vritale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaiva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karati Vachalam Pankam Langhayati Kirimyakti Patamaham Bande Shri Guru Dinatayanam Pranayana Madhava Shri Chaitanya Yogi Gaur Chandra Radhikati Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Shri Chaitanya Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 10, text number 7 and 8. The chapter entitled as The Divisions of the Creation. So we are reading the text 7 together and then I will also read text number 8. Tad Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Anena Narottama Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamadirayat Tad vilokya viyad-vyāpi Tad vilokya viyad-vyāpi puṣkaram yad-adhiṣṭhitam puṣkaram yad-adhiṣṭhitam anena lokān prāk-līnān anena lokān prāg-līnān kalpitā asmi iti acintayat kalpitāsmīty acintayat tad vilokya viyad-vyāpi puṣkaraṁ yad-adhiṣṭhitam anena lokān prāg-līnān kalpitāsmīty acintayat tad vilokya viyad-vyāpi puṣkaraṁ yad-adhiṣṭhitam anena lokān prāg-līnān kalpitāsmīty acintayat tad vilokya viyad-vyāpi puṣkaraṁ yad-adhiṣṭhitam anena lokān prāg-līnān kalpitāsmīty acintayat tad vilokya viyad-vyāpi puṣkaraṁ yad-adhiṣṭhitam anena lokān prāg-līnān kalpitāsmīty acintayat tad vilokya viyad-vyāpi puṣkaraṁ yad-adhiṣṭhitam anena lokān prāg-līnān kalpitāsmīty acintayat tad vilokya viyad-vyāpi puṣkaraṁ yad-adhiṣṭhitam anena lokān prāg-līnān kalpitāsmīty acintayat. Any Vaishnavis? tad vilokya viyad-vyāpi puṣkaraṁ yad-adhiṣṭhitam anena lokān prāg-līnān kalpitāsmīty acintayat tad vilokya viyad-vyāpi puṣkaraṁ yad-adhiṣṭhitam anena lokān prāg-līnān kalpitāsmīty acintayat tad vilokya viyad-vyāpi Okay, thank you. Tad vilokya, looking into that, viyad-vyāpi, extensively widespread. Puṣkaram, the lotus. Yat, that which. Adhiṣṭhitam, he was situated. Anena, by this. Lokān, all the planets. Prāk-līnān, previously merged in dissolution. Kalpitāsmī, I shall create. Iti, thus. Acintayat, he thought. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Thereafter he saw that the lotus on which he was situated was spread throughout the universe, and he contemplated how to create all the planets which were previously merged in that very same lotus. Purport: the seeds of all the planets in the universe were impregnated in the lotus on which Brahmā was situated. All the planets were already generated by the Lord, and all the living entities were also born in Brahmā. The material world and the living entities were all already generated in seedling forms by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Brahmā was to disseminate the same seedlings all over the universe. The real creation is therefore called sarga, and later on the manifestation by Brahmā is called visarga. Text number 8. Padmakosham tada vishya bhagavata karma choditaha ekam vyavangsit virudha tridha bhavyam di-saptadha. Thus engaged in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Brahmā entered into the whole of the lotus, and as it spread all over the universe, he divided it into 3 divisions of worlds and later into 14 divisions. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashnaya Srimate Jayapataka Mukam Karati Vachalam Pangam Rangeti Kemyatripadmam Vandeshu Gurunatayana Antragurajatu Shikhagavata Shivachana. Hare Krishna. So, we have been discussing about how Lord Brahmā, he created the whole creation, and which was actually done by Krishna. Brahmā was the secondary creator and the primary creator is Lord Krishna. Srila Prabhupada writes that all the planets were already generated by the Lord. So, while we are practicing Krishna consciousness, this particular point we should always keep it in mind, that nothing is done or created, designed by us. It is all Krishna's supreme planning, part of Krishna's planning. And we are just like Lord Brahmā, who are simply assisting in Lord Krishna's this mission of this whole creation. We see in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the Adi Lila it is described that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was starting the congregational movement, the Sankirtan Andolan, he invited each and everyone, please come and join hands with me. And Mahaprabhu said that, Akela malakarami kaha kaha jabo, Akela ba kato phal pariya bilabo, Akela uthaiya dite hoy porishram, keho paye keho na paye moni rahe bhram, অতএব আমি আজ্ঞা দিলু সবাকারে যাহা তাহা প্রেম ফল দেহ যারে তারে. So Mahaprabhu says that I am alone, one person, I am the only gardener. So how many fruits can I only pluck alone? So you please all come and join with me. And it is tiresome for me, it is exhaustive for me to do this job alone. So do you think that it is really exhausting for Krishna, Mahaprabhu, to do it? No. It's simply an invitation, a very kind invitation for all of us. Please come and take part into this excellent mission of spreading the holy name, the prima fruit, the love of Godhead. So, just like Srila Prabhupada, when he was asked by the disciples, why didn't Bhaktivinoda Thakur completed and this Adbhut Mandir, the temple of Vedic planetarium? So Srila Prabhupada said it was not difficult for Bhaktivinoda Thakur, not at all difficult. He could easily, just by his sweet will, he could do it. But it is us, we are the person who actually Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted to give the service to. So you all come and take this credit. So if Bhaktivinoda Thakur has not done this, why don't we do it? So Bhaktivinoda Thakur has he envisioned that this temple will be there, following the footsteps of Lord Nityananda. So it will be there. It will be there without any doubt. So anybody can take part and take this credit. So why don't we take the credit? It's not that we become the source of credit, but we humbly serve Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's will and make Bhaktivinoda Thakur and the whole parampara happy. So similarly, it's Krishna doesn't need us. We need Krishna. When Krishna says that Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Braja, Krishna is demanding, it sounds like a demand, you must surrender unto me. Because it's you people who need me. Krishna is Atmaram, he is completely satisfied. But it is our good fortune that Krishna has very kindly given this opportunity for all of us to render some insignificant service unto him. So if we think that we are doing some great favor to Krishna by being his devotees, that's foolishness. Krishna has already innumerable devotees. Suppose in innumerable planets there is only one pure devotee in each universe. So how many pure devotees Krishna has? Innumerable. Because innumerable planets, one pure devotee in each planet, in each universe. So innumerable pure devotees Krishna already has in this material creation. What to speak of his Golok Vrindavan, his spiritual abode. So Krishna has everyone ready for his service, and Krishna is completely satisfied with their service. But still, out of his intense compassion to us, he is giving us the opportunity. Come, join, serve me, and thus you become fortunate. So when we can render little service unto the spiritual master and Krishna in the mission of Srila Prabhupada, we must find ourselves a grateful person. We should be grateful. We are not great, we are simply grateful to Krishna because Krishna has given us this opportunity. But if we somehow think that we are great, we have done something great for Krishna, and Krishna has had some scarcity and I have filled that, then we are not grateful. We are actually great fools. You take the great fool. We are big fools. We think that we are doing some favor to Krishna. So we take this opportunity. So anyone who comes in this lineage of this Vaishnava parampara are all gratefuls. Are all gratefuls, grateful people who got this opportunity and utilizing it in their lives. But the moment we think that, no, I have done something great, so Krishna will not take that lightly because he is very merciful. He smashed the pride of the devotee. Just few days before, I had one insignificant personal realization. I was in Ekachakra and Kanai Natshala and Ramkeli. We are having some 130 devotees group. So every day I was attending we are having classes the whole day and katha and kirtan, and also of course some personal interactions, and almost every day we are sleeping around 1:30 at night, which is not a very good practice actually. But what to do? Once in a year we get together, so many questions and a personal association. But by Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, we are all up at the Mangalarti without any difficulties. Everyone was fresh throughout the day without taking any nap. So on the last night, the last night before when I was leaving, I was sharing with some devotees, see, this is the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu here. And anywhere I find it very difficult when I'm up till late night, it's difficult for me to wake up. But by Nityananda Prabhu's special potency, we all can get up early in the morning and attend Mangalarti. So, I don't know, probably I was slightly puffed up by saying this. And the next morning, immediate next morning, I could not get up. Yeah, I could not get up. When I woke up, it was 4:50. I woke up at 3:10. I thought, okay, let me sleep 25 minutes more, then I'll wake up. Because the temple is very close. So, I slept and I could not wake up. And then after taking shower, I was chanting the room in front of my small altar. So I was actually contemplating on this, that this was somehow or other, maybe I was little bit proud that yes, every day I'm up in the morning. And what happened actually, the previous morning, the morning when I could not wake up, the previous morning, the pujaris requested to offer Mangalarti to the Lord. There are two pujaris, those who have visited Ekachakra. So I was one of them. So that pujari, he requested me for the next day also to come and do puja. There are two altars, right? Sri Nityananda Chandra and Gauranga Rai, and the other altar is Vrindavan Mohan. So the previous day I was doing arati to the Nityananda Chandra and Gauranga Rai. So the pujari said that tomorrow you come and you will do the arati of Sri Vrindavan Mohan. So I said no. Somehow I said, because I was feeling, I'm not a pujari, so somehow they requested, and I was not feeling very comfortable because I'm a new person while doing in the arati in the altar and in front of thousands of hundreds and hundreds of people. So I may do some mistakes. So somehow, and also I feel very fallen actually to enter into the altar. I said, no, I can't go, Prabhu. So maybe that was also somehow in the mind, and I said, no, I won't go. And because I said that I won't go, so Krishna also sealed that. Okay, you don't want to go, okay, you cannot go. So I was scared. So to think anything, we should be very extremely careful. What am I actually wishing? Somehow it may materialize in a different way. Anyway, the point here is that any small, slightest tinge of false pride, Krishna will not tolerate. And we have seen that many times. Especially the pastimes of Lord Brahmā. Krishna invited all the Brahmas. See, you think you are the only Brahma? There are a lot of Brahmas. And they are actually more powerful than you, much more powerful than you. You are the smallest one. But we think that now we are great. So it's all Krishna's mercy. Every single moment, to understand this, that we are simply being instrumental by the mercy of the spiritual master Srila Prabhupada and all the previous acharyas to render some service to Krishna is called Krishna consciousness. What is Krishna consciousness? To being conscious of Krishna every single moment. It's not just we have joined the movement and put tilak and mala and dhoti and then we all become Krishna. We have to become Krishna conscious. We must become Krishna conscious every single moment. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada said 24 hours engagement. So 24 hours engagement is not only the physical engagement. We should be consciously engaged. Sometimes we are very active in Krishna consciousness, but we forget that what for we are doing this. What is the purpose? So to please Krishna is actually devotional service. As Srila Rupa Goswami says, anukullena Krishna anushilanam. So we should practice, but for the pleasure of Krishna, the Lord. So any service is rendered to Krishna is actually blessed by Krishna. It is only His blessings. We don't see any other thing in the whole picture. There is only one element is available. It is Krishna's grace. But if we think that we'll do something great and become, like a couple of days back, one devotee was asking me, Prabhu, I feel I'm not developing. I'm trying my best, but I'm not developing in Krishna consciousness. So I asked him, what do you think? What is development? He said, no, I am brahmachari for quite some time. But see the other brahmachari, he named some of them. He said, they are in a good position. So I say, is that development of Krishna consciousness? Because the authority needs their service, so they are taken into that position. It's not that if I can go to that position, I am also developing. It's not development of Krishna consciousness. It's they are doing they are carrying some higher responsibilities because they are fit for that service, so that's okay, that's fine. But the real development of Krishna consciousness is that to feel Krishna, to realize Krishna's grace in every single moment in our life. Otherwise, what else? What else? We are breathing, that's also by Krishna's mercy. If Krishna doesn't want, then within a second, finished. So every single moment we are actually just getting the opportunity to please our Guru Parampara and Krishna. So that's what the job of Krishna and Guru, to put you into real position. The moment we forget it, they will smash the pride and reinstate in our original position. So that's Krishna's grace. So Krishna Das, Kala Krishna Das, he was traveling with Mahaprabhu in South India tour. So he was Mahaprabhu's associate, associating with him, doing all intimate services to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But you see how Kala Krishna Das actually was entrapped by the Bhattacharya's. And finally Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to grab him from that place. He personally had to go and grab him to rescue his devotees. So it's Mahaprabhu's compassion from one side, if we can see it. But on the other side, the lesson for us is that even if we are with Krishna, be very careful. Anytime Maya can snatch us away. If we are not Krishna conscious, it's not our bodies with Krishna. We are in close proximity of the deity and the devotees, whether we are present there or not. So present by consciousness. So therefore, mind may trick us, but our buddhi, our intelligence should always put us in the right. Hey, why are you being puffed up unnecessarily? It's all by Krishna's mercy that you are here. Otherwise, Krishna doesn't need me. He will replace me with some other devotees, some other servants. So we are always grateful to Krishna that he has given us this opportunity. And all the previous acharyas in our parampara has maintained the same mood, same mentality, that we are simply carrying the legacy forward of the previous acharyas. So therefore, in our movement, if we do not do something which can make Srila Prabhupada happy, then it's just for show. We are simply, if we think that we'll materialize our personal hidden agenda in this movement, then that's very, very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, this is so much tormenting for the devotees. Srila Prabhupada has so kindly made this institution for next 10,000s of years for the fallen humankind. So we have to maintain it and then we have to expand it. And how can we do that? We are simply the carriers of Srila Prabhupada's message. As Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada would say that we are simply the carrier of the padukas, the shoes of Rupa Raghunath. We have no other job. We are not concocting anything here. We are not speculating. We are simply carrying the message. Sato vritte. As soon as we try to do something which is not according to our previous acharya's mood, then we will be doomed. So therefore, let us all come together and please our Srila Prabhupada. And the moment we please Srila Prabhupada, his Guru Maharaj, his Guru Maharaj, his Guru Maharaj, throughout the whole parampara, we are pleasing them. Because we know that Srila Prabhupada is the commander-in-chief, Senapati Bhakta. Therefore, pleasing Srila Prabhupada means directly we are pleasing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. No doubt in that. He is sent by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So just do what Srila Prabhupada wanted and trying to understand his mood. So in the preface of Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada has clearly expressed his mood on the last sentence. He said that if by reading this Bhagavad Gita at least one pure devotee I can create, then I would consider my mission successful. Is it very difficult to understand Prabhupada's mood? No, not at all. Prabhupada wanted the pure devotees. Srila Prabhupada writes a letter to Srila Sadhguru Maharaj. I think I have told this many times in this class. And that you are all doing very nice, I am happy, but I am still concerned. I am still concerned that when you all will become mad for Krishna. Because that is the purpose I have established this movement. One should become mad for Krishna. So we are all fortunate that Srila Prabhupada and his dear disciples, we have our his guest Rameshwar Prabhu here, and all wonderful devotees, our shelter. They are spreading this movement and they are giving us this opportunity. We are all very tiny creature who are trying to do this. But even if we are tiny, no matter, it doesn't matter. See, you went from the top of the mountain. If one trickle of water, he wants to come down from the top of mountain to the bottom of the hill. It's not possible. Can he come? By the time he reaches, he'll be dried up. He'll be gone, finished. But if a big wave comes, like the fountain, and the trickle can join the fountain, then his life is successful. His journey is successful. He can come down. So similarly, we cannot do it individually. We all have to come together and take the shelter unto the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. He is doing everything here. It's all Srila Prabhupada's mercy manifestation. We are just taking shelter of Srila Prabhupada so that we can also make our life successful with Srila Prabhupada's mission. So we are all that small trickles. Let's join together in Srila Prabhupada's mission and please Srila Prabhupada so that we can please Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the only Malakar, the only gardener. So we see in our parampara, like today is Srila Narottama Das Thakur's disappearance day. So Narottama Das Thakur was also having the same mood of spreading, of carrying the legacy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu forward. Sri Narottama Das Thakur was born in Rajshahi in the Gopalpur village, and later on he was a son of a king, saying King Krishnananda. There are two brothers, Krishnananda and Purushottam. And just like Raghunath Das was the son of these two brothers. So Narottama Das was also the son of Krishnananda and Purushottam. Of course, Narottama Das had one cousin brother called Santosh, but Narottama Das was quite different from his early childhood. He was unlike other boys. He would not play. He would just take books, read. He was very, very brilliant in studies. But he was completely renunciated from his heart from the childhood. And when he was growing up, he was every day crying profusely for meeting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one day when Narottama Das was into so much separation from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu appeared in his dream and he pacified Narottama. So after some time, Narottama Das, he left the home. It was not very easy for him to leave the home, like Raghunath was always cordoned by so many guards. So Narottama Das was also like that. His father put couple of guards to protect him. But one day it so happened that the ruler of Bengal, the Nawab, he called for King Krishnananda. I want to meet you for some administrative purpose. So the both brothers, the father and uncle, they left for meeting the Nawab. And Narottama Das thought that this is the golden opportunity. Let me quit the home. So he ran away from home. So Krishna will supply you, deliver you the opportunity if you are intensely feeling for Krishna. when Raghunath Das met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Shantipur, he thought, Mahaprabhu, I want to go with you. He told, I cannot live at home. I want to go. Mahaprabhu, hey, go home. Be quiet. Markad vairagya na karo loka dekha. Don't become monkey renunciate. On right time, Krishna will help you. Shekale shechal Krishna svurabe tomare. You will get the opportunity. Krishna will do spurti. Krishna will manifest in your heart at what time you have to leave home. So Raghunath Das was quietly waiting, and by Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, it happened. So similarly, Narottama Das was waiting for that golden moment, and his parents, his father and uncle left, and he also left home. And mother was crying because the only son, he was the eyeball of mother. So he left and he travelled, and finally he came to, on the way of Vrindavan, Narottama Das was praying to Nityananda Prabhu. Ar kabe nitai chander koruna hoibe সংসার বাসনা মোর কবে তুচ্ছ হবে বিষয় ছাড়িয়া কবে শুদ্ধ হবে মন কবে হাম হেরিব শ্রী বৃন্দাবন. So he was praying that when will I get the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, and all my desire for sense enjoyment, material sense enjoyment will go away. He was writing on humility to teach us. And when will I be free from all these desires, from enjoyment? Then I will be able to enter into Vrindavan. Vrindavan, with our filthy heart, we can go physically, but real Vrindavan darshan happens when we are grazed by Nityananda Prabhu. We are free from all the material fields within our heart. So he went to Sri Vrindavan Dham, and he came to Vrindavan. He started his travel on the Kartik Purnima. The upcoming Kartik Purnima is there. And he arrived Vrindavan, and he took shelter of Srila Jiva Goswami. Later on, Jiva Goswami advised him to go and take shelter of Lokanath Goswami. So Narottama Das came and prayed to Lokanath Goswami, please accept me as your disciple and give me Krishna prema. Lokanath Goswami was a brilliant devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who would never accept any disciple because he always thought that I myself is trying to become a disciple. How can I make disciples? So he was doing intense bhajan in Vrindavan Dham. And when Narottama, he met Lokanath, so Lokanath Goswami said that he refused that, no, I cannot become your guru. So Narottama Das, he realized that it's not so easy to get mercy from a pure Vaishnava like Lokanath. So he started to render services, sevaya. So every morning he would go to the place where Lokanath Goswami would pass stool and urine, he would clean the place, and clean with the cow dung and make it completely fragrant, and he took the broomstick and kept on his chest and crying profusely, oh Lokanath, oh my dear Lokanath, oh my master Lokanath, when will you be merciful unto me and accept me as your menial servant? Please accept me. So every morning he was cleaning like that. So one day Lokanath Goswami noticed this, that somebody is cleaning the place. Who's that? So from one hidden place he saw that, hey, it's Narottama. Hey, why are you doing this? I told you I will not accept. Gurudev, please be merciful unto me, because I want to be immersed into the ocean of transcendental mellows of Krishna prema. Please accept me. Please accept. So actually that is real initiation. We also see the same thing happened with Srila Vimala Prasad Bhakti Siddhanta. He also prayed to Gaurkishadar Rajans, please allow me to drown in the Krishna prema, the ocean of Krishna prema. We are reading this pastime of Mahaprabhu meeting Ishwarpuri in Gaya when we are in Kanai Natshala a few days ago. So we saw the same thing, that Mahaprabhu was also praying to his Guru Maharaj, Ishwarpuri, that please allow me to relish Krishna prema. This is real initiation. A true initiation is when the disciple submits himself unto the Guru and follows the instructions. The purpose is to get Krishna prema. But sometimes we think that okay, we have formally filled the form and passed the test, all these things I am following, so I am eligible to become disciple. So true disciple is hankering for prema, because the sadhu and the Vaishnavas, they can give Krishna prema. They don't have any other asset, they have only Krishna. Srila Gaurakrishna Das Babaji was a mendicant. He had nothing. He could not even write his own name. And on the other hand, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur was the greatest scholar at that time. But he took shelter because he knew that Babaji Maharaj might not have material education, but he has Krishna. So I need Krishna. And when he went to take initiation, Babaji Maharaj was just showing various excuses. No, I will not accept you. Till the moment Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati realized that, oh, okay, you are saying that these are all my qualifications, actually these are all my disqualifications. I understand that. Because of this you are not accepting me as your disciple. So I spit on those. I know these are all not my asset, these are actually my disqualifications. I want Krishna, so please give me Krishna, please give me Krishna. Then he started to cry. Then Babaji Maharaj understood, yes, he is the right candidate to give initiation. So we have to seek for Krishna, we have to hanker for Krishna. Then only spiritual master, we get true mercy of the spiritual master, real mercy of the spiritual master, when we are hankering for Krishna. Bhaktivinoda Thakur also said, Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomar shakati ache. Ami to kangal, Krishna, Krishna boli, dhai tava pache pache. I'm running after you, running behind you. Please give me Krishna, please give me Krishna. So Narottama Das was finally blessed by Lokanath Goswami. And again he was sent back to Jiva Goswami. You study under Jiva. And he met his dear friend there, Shyamananda Prabhu and Srinivasa Acharya. All these three personalities, but they made the first Sankirtan party, the book distribution party in our Gaudiya Vaishnava history. So Jiva Goswami, after he taught all the Vedic scriptures to them, they are all now well equipped. So let's go and preach. So they took all the books on the order of Jiva Goswami. They traveled to the Bengal. By the time they reached Van Vishnupur in Bankura, and one night when they are taking rest, books were stolen. You all know that story, I think, so I am not elaborating on that. And Srinivasa Acharya said that, okay, let me rescue the books. Srinivas, Narottama, you go in your place. Shyamananda, you go to your place. So Shyamananda Prabhu was basically from on the border of Odisha. The place is called as Bahadurpur. You still can see that place, a very beautiful place where Shyamananda Prabhu was born, almost on the border of Odisha and Bengal. And he went there, he was preaching, and here Narottama Das, he came back to Rajshahi. The present day, it is in Bangladesh now, in the East Bengal, former East Bengal. So Rajshahi, he came there, and Keturi, and the village of Keturi, and his cousin brother Santosh. By that time his father and uncle were left, they passed away. But the cousin brother, he arranged a big reception, a huge reception for Narottama Das. And thousands of people are gathering to see Narottama Das Thakur. So Narottama Das, before he left this place, Keturi, there's another interesting pastime. When Mahaprabhu visited East Bengal, he went to Rajshahi and he took bath in Padma, the river Padma. And as soon as Mahaprabhu entered into Padma, the river Padma was actually ecstatic, and she was overflowing. And Mahaprabhu said, I kept all my prema unto you, Padma. So when Narottama comes, you please give this prema to him. So Padmavati asked, how can I recognize him? There are thousands of people who are taking bath every day on me. How can I understand who is Narottama? Mahaprabhu said, the type of ecstasy that you have felt today, the same ecstasy you will feel on that day if Narottama touches your feet, water. Then you will understand and give the prema to him.
So Narottama Das, it is said that Narottama was actually black complexioned. His complexion was blackish. But as soon as he entered Padma, he took bath. When he came up, people could not see, people could not identify him. Who's this? He's a new boy. Some blackish boy entered into the Padma, and some golden, molten gold complexion boy coming up from the Padma. So, it was like a symbol or a sign that actually Narottama Das Thakura was endowed with Mahaprabhu's prema bhakti. So Narottama Das was again he came back to Kheturi, and finally the great grand Kheturi festival was arranged on the Falguni Purnima day, and the Mahaprabhu's birthday, Gaur Purnima or Falguni Purnima. It is said that that was the first and biggest festival ever in the history. Kheturi festival, the Gaur Purnima festival. Millions and millions of people joined. So we might think that, okay, how come millions of people come there? It's achinta, it's inconceivable. From every nook and corner of the Bharatavarsha, all the devotees they gathered there. The message, the invitation letter was sent out that there will be Kheturi festival. Please come. So from Telia Budhuri Ramchandra Kaviraj, from Katwa Gadadhar Das, from Khardaha Sri Jannava Mata, like this, so many, numerous devotees they came, they arrived in Kheturi festival, and devotees were in full ecstasy, and Jannava Mata was accepted as the main person, chief person of that festival, and she started to cook for all the devotees. There are 6 deities installed in that place: Shri Gauranga, Vallavi Kanta, Radharaman, Radhakanta, and I forgot the name. Anyway, 6 deities were installed there, and all the devotees they started tumultuous kirtan, and everyone was actually drowned in that rasa, in that mellows of kirtan, sankirtan, and that was pure sankirtan. All the pure devotees were doing kirtan. They were crying. It is narrated in Bhakti Ratnakar by Ghanshyam Narari Chakravarti that the land of Kheturi was completely wet. It was flooded by their tears. How many of us has created flood with our tears? Ever? No. We have sometime little drop up to this much only, then gone. But their tears were so profuse that it was flooded. The whole land was flooded with their tears. Vaishnavas were crying for in separation of Mahaprabhu. So the whole night they had kirtan, and the early morning they saw Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared with all his associates. Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Vasudev Ghosh, Govinda Ghosh, all the devotees they appeared. Those who already left the world, they all appeared in that kirtan. And seeing that beautiful scenery, all the devotees are in complete ecstasy. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So everyone was singing, chanting, and the uproaring kirtan. The sound was vibrated, resonated throughout 3 worlds. So much kirtan. And the morning, on the next day morning, Jannava Mata, she served prasad to everyone. Srinivasa Acharya, he offered the bhoga to Lord. And devotees were in complete bliss. But then the moment came when everyone had to leave. That's what happened, no? When Gaur Purnima comes, everyone is blissful in Mayapur. But after the Gaur Purnima, each one of the groups, they leave, and those who are unfortunate like us, and like we are bidding them, we are giving farewell to them, okay, they are leaving and we are here alone. Everyone they leave. So it was painful, very, very excruciatingly painful for them to give farewell to all the devotees. So everyone was again gone back, and gradually later on Narottama Das was vigorously preaching, writing so many songs. We are all grateful, greatly grateful to Srila Narottama Das Thakura Mahashaya, who composed all these beautiful songs. One of the songs which was very dear to Srila Prabhupada, Hari Hari, what is that? Bifale Janama Gawainu. Radha Krishna na bhujiya, Manushya Jana Paya, Radha Krishna na bhujiya, Janiya Shunya Bishakhainu. So Srila Narottama Das Thakura Mahashaya has written the songs which is non-different from Vedic scriptures. Even if you don't read any books, just read Narottama Das Bhajan. You will understand all the Siddhanta. So nicely he has put there. So he got the news of disappearance of Srinivasa Acharya. First, Ramchandra Kaviraj he left, and after he left his body, his Guru Maharaj Srinivasa Acharya, in the separation of the disciple, he left his body. Imagine, sometimes disciple leave body for Guru's in Guru's separation, but Guru left his body in disciple separation. How much intimate they were. And then Srinivasa Acharya also left his body. Shyamananda Prabhu left his body. So Narottama Das Thakura had to tolerate all those. And then when Srinivasa Acharya left body, he composed this bhajan which we usually sing on the Tirobhav Tithi. Jiyanilo Premadhan Karuna Prachur. Finally, Narottama Das Thakura, he came back to Gambhila, which is near Murshidabad, is one place. And in the Ganga Ghat, Narottama Das, he sat quietly and devotees was doing kirtan. Narottama Das Thakura's life is so colorful, so many events happen, eventful life, that we need 1 week to narrate that. Beautiful things happened in his life. So two of his great disciples, Ganga Narayan and Hari Ram, they started kirtan. Narottama Das Thakura sat peacefully, and he was in deep separation from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. He instructed his disciples and devotees to put Ganga water on him. So they are all doing abhishek of Narottama Das Thakura with Ganga water, and gradually his body melted into the Ganga on this tithi. It's Kartik Shukla Panchami Tithi. Is Shukla or Krishna? I think Krishna. So he left his body on today's Tithi. So it's very, very auspicious day. Actually the devotees, the pure Vaishnavas, Mahabhagavatas, they don't need any auspicious Tithi to appear or disappear. Rather the day when they appear, that Tithi becomes auspicious because of them. The Tithis consider themselves very fortunate. So in this Tithi, this first time happened, and we are greatly thankful to our whole parampara, especially unto Sri Narottama Das Thakura, that by the mercy, by the causeless grace of them, they allowed the compassion, the Sankirtan movement, the compassion in the form of Sankirtan movement of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come and touch till today in our life. So thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Narottama Das Thakura Mahashaya ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. So we have some 5 minutes, I think, 5 minutes time. If there are any question, comment or correction, kindly offer.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, thank you for the wonderful class. You said that pastime of Narottama Das Thakura, how he got initiation from Loknath Goswami. In my case, I don't see such surrender in me. So, what is the hope that I will get shelter? What should I do? Like, how do I cannot perceive myself reaching at that stage that he's like Narottama Das is begging for shelter.
So actually the taking shelter of Guru, as I was saying in the class also, that it's mainly coming from the intense desire, the greed for Krishna. So we can only surrender unto the Guru when we know that he has Krishna, he can give us Krishna. do I really need Krishna? If I don't need Krishna, I'm just like formally, officially trying to engage myself into the movement or the whole practice. So it's actually on the superficial level. It depends on the depth of our greed for Krishna. Then we can surrender unto the spiritual master. So we have to pray to Krishna, please let me have that mood. One thing is that, like few days before, text number, I think it was on the previous chapter, when Krishna was responding to Brahmā. If you have attended the class on that day, Krishna said one thing to Brahmā, that your prayer, your endeavor and your determination is all given by me. Did you hear that class? Just few days, I think some 5-6 days before the sloka was there. So it is all Krishna's mercy. So if I have to have this surrender mood also, anything which I need in my life, first of all I have to appreciate what is the value of surrender. Surrendered life is happy life. Until and unless we surrender, of course it has to be done unto someone who is capable. Not that any Tom, Dick and Harry we surrender, then we feel that we are unfortunate. We have to find out that personality. And then when we surrender, we are peaceful. So you have to pray to Krishna. Krishna, please allow me to have that mood in my life. I don't have any intense desire, but I have some little, some glimpse of desire to get you, Krishna. So kindly make this firm, make this very strong in my heart, that I can look for your mercy. And then if I am looking for Krishna's mercy, Gurus are the mercy manifestation of Krishna, Krishna Kripa Murti. So like Srila Prabhupada is Krishna Kripa, the personified Krishna Kripa. So then Krishna will send that person to me, in my life. So till that time we have to intensely pray, and we have to pray very sincerely, honest prayer. Krishna, I don't want to get cheated. So please send someone in my life who can actually give your blessings, your ashirvad in my life. I need that. So we have to, by praying and serving the genuine Vaishnavas, we can develop that surrender mood. Maybe His Grace Rameshwar Prabhu has any comment on that, how to develop that mood. We'll be very grateful if Prabhu can give some comment.
Hare Krishna. First I'd like to thank you. These are difficult verses to give class on, because what Brahma is doing is way beyond our perception or our little tiny brain to comprehend. But I like how you explained it, like just as everything was already there for Brahma, and he just had to manifest it, but Krishna had already made that in the seed form. So this movement, for 10,000 years, between Lord Chaitanya and Srila Prabhupada, the seed of it expanding to every village and town and city and place in the whole world is already there. And we just have to make ourselves part of that wave of Sankirtan. So I like that you brought it down to a explanation that we could relate to. Because who can relate to Brahma? He's so great. As far as your question, you may not be able to see all the qualification of the spiritual master. And if you think, oh, I will judge, and I will analyze, and then I'll pick. That's also, you had spoken about that, a type of ego where you think you're able to do this. Actually, the way I would look at it, the way I look at it, is I've been thrown into an ocean with no lifeline. And I'm drowning. Now, if you can understand the philosophy of the Vedas, that you're going to take millions and millions and millions of births and deaths, and you can't stop that. You're drowning. And here comes a guru in this disciplic line who's willing to give you that lifeline and connect you to his guru. That's all. I have some personal experience in this. When Prabhupada asked me, after his disappearance, to give some diksha, what could I give? I have nothing to give, except I tried to take the devotee and give them what I got from Prabhupada. That's all I could do. And connect them to Prabhupada, the real Sampradaya Acharya. And in between Sampradaya Acharyas, there are many gurus. And each one of them is just connecting you to their guru, what they received, and so on. But it starts with your realizing you're drowning. You're not going to pull yourself out of this ocean by yourself. So you have a choice. You want to take millions of births and deaths? No, seriously. That's what's waiting for each of us. Because the soul never dies. So until the end of the universe, which is a long time to come, you have to keep being born and dying and being born. Who's going to save you from that? When you realize how tiny you are and you're in this ocean, you're desperate for a guru. That will help you to find the guru. You have to feel so desperate, not that you're going to choose, I'll decide who's the most qualified. No, you are so unqualified that you're just drowning and I desperately need help. Then with that, Krishna will give you the intelligence. That's how I came to Prabhupada. And I think that would help all of us to be that desperate and anxious to be saved. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much. The point what Prabhu said, that desperation is very much needed. That intense desperation that I want to get delivered. Like the desperation of Dhruva Maharaj, the small Dhruva was desperate. Somehow or other I have to get Hari. So Hari arranged that. So it's our part. We have to play our role. But what I understood from Prabhu's point, that we have to do our part. We have to become desperate to get Krishna, and Krishna will arrange that. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we need Srila Prabhupada.